Well, it was a beautiful sunny day this morning, and now it looks like it's snowing. I don't think it's going to be that much snow, but we'll find out. Back to the weaving. Okay, what's going on here? That could be a problem. We'll need to get that fixed. Well, that's where we've gotten. Now I'm stuck because I need to fix the brake. Looks like the brake the spring has sprung. Sprung is sprung. Oh. Yeah. Well, I guess I should have guessed this was going to break. With a piece of wire tied around it, that ain't gonna do anything. Let's see what we can do to get that fixed real quick. So I'm gonna try a couple of things here. I found this larger spring. I think the only reason I was using that wire is because this spring wasn't tall enough. But if I can get this spring on there, that would probably work better. Let's see what we can do here. Hello. Someone's staring at me. My spring broke on this. Okay, so I've got all that mess loose. I'm just gonna leave these eye hooks back here. At least I know where they're at, but the idea is to put this eye hook here, and there's one here. We don't need this anymore. I didn't really like this spring anyway. It was a little too tight, so I'll screw this in. As you can tell, this is homemade. It had a different tensioning system, and I need to redo this up here. It did have 2 notches, and this notch isn't notched far back enough, but it does the job, as you can see, but I could work on that profile a little bit more. I want to make this out of oak so that this doesn't break, but it's doing the job right now. Having this locking mechanism on here will allow me to work with more tenser strings up there. Because the one they had on here before, and you've probably seen it, they had just rope wrapped around here, and then when it pulled on it, it locked onto this, but it didn't work. I never liked it. And for you who've been following me on this flying shuttle loom, you also know I was having some problems with the shuttle. I think I've fixed that problem with a non-flying shuttle. But we'll get to that in a minute. All right, no reason to boring you watching me tighten this up. So I decided to put an eye hook right here. I think this will work out better. I would have drilled a pilot hole. I may have to, actually. Let's see. Feels like it's going in, though. I'm going to bore you watching me struggle with that. Okay, got to get the drill. Okay, so what I ended up doing is moving from here to here, and I made this little S hook. I just need to shrink it. Shrink the links on it just slightly. Let me see. Hold on a second. Okay, there we go. I'll see if I can craft a slightly better S hook, because this could come off due to it not being bent all the way. I could just bend it a little bit more, but for now it does the job. And it can easily move up now, so we're good. Okay. There we go. All right. Got most of the tension back. Typically don't want to lose your tension up like that, but I had no choice since the spring popped off. But you can see I'm not quite, this isn't quite permanent yet. So I need to craft this again and make it out of oak, but there you go. I just loosened that up again. There we go. Okay, we're good to go. So I've been using a non-traditional flying shuttle and using this. This is just a hand throw, not a flying shuttle, but what I'll probably do is put some metal around the end to protect these sides here. You can see this one has a little bit of beading right there in the middle. You usually want to use a one like this that has metal on it, but that one has been working better than this one, so I got to figure out why this doesn't fly straight. Well, we had another breakage here, but this one was easy to fix. This particular string is just very loose, so I'm just going to tie it back in like I did this other one. I know I did this weird zigzag, but that's okay. It does the job. Let's see what's happening over here on this side. We're nearly done. I had to do a little bit of modification. We're now heading towards the end, so it's time for me to flip the page. Only 3.5 inches of this gray. And then we switch back to green, yellow, red, finish it off. So there it is, the finished product. Again, I wish this was brown instead of gray, but we didn't have any brown. So I will put the gray for now when I redo this pattern, because now that I have it on paper and of course on the computer, I'll be able to reproduce this very easily. But there it is. Thanks for watching.